In this video, we will discuss secured versus unsecured credit cards. What's the difference between them and which one should you choose, right? Now, in some of my previous videos, I have talked a lot about secured and unsecured credit cards, the best ones for you to have depending on your credit, and also the worst ones which you should stay away from. But some people may still be a little confused or unclear about the differences, since both secured and unsecured credit cards serve the same purpose, which is giving you credit or having credit available to you at any time. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you don't know or you aren't so sure, then this video should help you understand some more. Now guys, just before we go any further, a very quick reminder here. If you're new here or if you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Ian, and here on this channel I talk about ways to make money, save money, invest money, and all things relating to personal finance. So if these are topics that will interest you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll greatly appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to this channel. And when you do so, be sure to turn on those notifications so you can get updated on when I post new videos here. And I post a new video here every single day on YouTube. So a secured credit card is a credit card in which the approval is based on securities, usually in the form of cash from the person applying for it. So for instance, if you wanted a secured credit card with a credit line of $1,000, then you would need to provide the card issuer a deposit of $1,000 as a security deposit, right? Now, the reason for this security deposit is that it greatly reduces any risk faced by the credit card company. So let's say you, the person applying for the credit card, didn't pay your balance, right? Then the credit card company would be able to use the security deposit to cover the losses. Now, this is the reason why secured credit cards are often offered and marketed to people who have bad or no credit scores. Now, some secured credit cards will allow an individual to upgrade at a later date to an unsecured line of credit using the same card once they have satisfied that credit card company with on-time payments over several months. Now, the security deposit that is used to get the card will be refunded when you close the account. And if you get a secured credit card that is upgradable to an unsecured credit card, then that deposit will be returned to you after your graduation date to an unsecured credit card. Unsecured credit cards, on the other hand, are credit cards where you won't need to use any form of security to obtain them. Now, with unsecured credit cards, the lenders or credit card company stands at more risk, and for that reason, these credit cards would be offered to you based on other factors, with the primary one being that you have a fairly good or above average credit score. Now, this is the reason why certain credit cards have a minimum required credit score requirement as one of the major approval factors. So let's now talk a little about how secured credit cards work. Now, apart from the security deposit, which is required for you to actually be approved for the card, there isn't much difference with the way how a secured credit card works when compared to an unsecured credit card. So typically, you will be able to use secured credit cards anywhere credit cards are accepted, and you will run the transactions as credit just as you would with an unsecured or a normal credit card. Now, you can use secured credit cards to rebuild or build your credit so long as you pay your statement amount on time and in full. Now, just like any other credit card, if you carry a balance, you will be charged interest, and if you miss any payments, it will negatively impact your credit score. Most credit card companies will offer unsecured as well as secured credit cards, and so if you're unable to be approved for an unsecured credit card, then you can get a secured credit card instead. Now, when applying for a secured credit card, be sure to inquire about the credit bureaus that the card will actually report to. The more the better, especially if you are trying to quickly rebuild or even build your credit from scratch. Now, another good thing to point out here is that a secured credit card application usually doesn't require a hard pull on your credit. Therefore, if you have bad credit and you're looking to rebuild your credit, then the application process will not put a ding on your current credit score. So here are a couple things that you can do to effectively use a secured credit card. Now, the first thing is to use it less. Yes, you heard that right. So if you have a secured credit card, chances are that you either have bad credit or no credit. You want to put a few purchases or a single purchase on your unsecured credit card, or your secured credit card rather, and then pay the statement in full once you receive it. Now, the reason for you not using this secured credit card too much is that you want to keep your utilization rate down. Keep it below 10% if you can, and that will increase the rate at which your credit score improves. Now remember, you're trying to improve your credit here, so whatever you do, just don't go over 30% off your available credit on that unsecured or that secured credit card. Now, the second thing that you now want to do is to ensure that you never miss a payment or due date for your secured credit card. Now, if you miss the due date, then you're going to have your already bad credit score going down some more, and missed payments do stay on your credit report for quite some time. It's best to keep the charges on this credit card low and just pay the statement in full as soon as you receive it. You will also be charged interest if you don't pay the statement balance in full by the due date. Now, usually secured credit card interest rates are much higher than that of unsecured credit cards. There are even secured credit cards that charge you interest as soon as a transaction is posted to the account. So even if you pay on time, you are still charged. Now, these can be avoided as there are many options available here, right? So make sure you never miss the payment due date and you pay off the balance in full so you aren't charged any interest. If you'd like to know some of the best secured credit cards, I have a video about that here on this channel, so you can check that video out after this one. Now, the next thing you should be doing is watching your credit score. Start looking at your credit score every month from the third month after getting your credit card and monitoring the progress. Now, after at least 6 months, if you've made all payments on time and your score is going up, then ask the card issuer about giving you an increase in your line of credit or even offering you an unsecured credit card now. Now, with unsecured credit cards, you can find many without annual fees. So if you were to pay your balance in full every month, then you'd be able to own and use the card for free completely. Now, with secured credit cards, on the other hand, there are usually fees, and these fees are usually even higher than that of unsecured credit cards. Now, if you look around though, you'll be able to find an unsecured credit card or two that offer no fees or very low fees. Now, some of these include the Citi Secured MasterCard, the Capital One Secured MasterCard, and the Discover It Secured MasterCard. So unsecured credit cards are generally better than secured credit cards because they come at a lower cost, they give you the ability to have much higher credit limits, and they usually have some perks or rewards. Secured credit cards, on the other hand, may cost you to have, but they are great for building or rebuilding your credit. If you are particularly looking for a secured credit card, check out my other video where I reviewed the Discover It Secured credit card, which is a secured credit card that doesn't come with any fees and may be a very good option, or my other video about the best secured credit cards to start with. So just to recap now, the main benefits of a secured credit card is that it's best for building and rebuilding credit. The application usually doesn't require a hard pull on your credit and won't affect your credit score. Now, the downsides are that the interest rates are considerably higher, the credit line will be lower than that of an unsecured credit card, and you have to provide a deposit to get that secured credit card. The benefits of an unsecured credit card is that you have access to higher credit limits. There are usually cash rewards or some perks to having the card, and the interest rates and annual fee is usually much less than that of a secured credit card. The downsides though is that these require a hard pull on your credit, which will ding your credit score temporarily. Now, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if so, give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it, and that's how videos get recommended to more people here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I recently realized that 85% of my viewers are unsubscribed. So if you want to get the updates and alerts of when I post new videos here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're a new viewer or subscriber here on the channel, be sure to check out some of my other videos on high yield savings accounts, checking accounts, investments, more on credit cards, and ways that you can use and make extra money. Also guys, I've left a couple links down below to free stuff and free cashback offers, which include some credit cards. And this also includes WEBULL, which is a free and easy to use investment app or platform. And when you sign up using the link down below in the description, you'll receive 2 free stocks that can be anything worth over $1,000, and all you have to do is sign up and invest $100. And if you don't like the stocks that you receive, you can sell them, keep the cash or just buy some other stocks that you'd prefer to investing. So be sure to check the links down below in the description for this and all kinds of free stuff. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. All the best with your credit cards and your credit, and until tomorrow, adios.